Here with JJ Resendez, head football coach of the Crowley Eagles. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm good. We're doing good. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be on today.
How is your family holding up with you around so much?
It gets testy at times, my kids and everybody's we're at home all day. We've had a few chances to get out, just get out and about and try to find some Lysol and some hand wipes but it's been unsuccessful, but everything's going good. It's been a great time to reconnect with the family a little bit and spend some quality time together.
So, if you don't mind, go through a little bit of how you're managing to keep contact with your athletes and keep them on point for whenever it is we are able to resume.
Well, there's no perfect scenario. We've been, I've got buddies all around the Metroplex, and you kind of talk to them and see how they're doing it and try to pick their brain. And everybody's Texas football coaches are great. They share their ideas and everything's an open book with everybody, especially up in, DFW, where you got some good people running other programs. What we've done is broken down into units. We've broken down into offense and defense with our staffs. They meet once and twice a week. We're broken down into also units defensively with the positions, with the linebackers, the secondary, the D-line. And on offense, we've broken down with the O-line, the backs and quarterbacks, and the receivers. And so they'll meet and do as much as they can within the parameters, being we're still technically out of season. So the UIL has said that we can remotely coach for an hour. And well, there is no school day right now, but they're giving us an hour to do that stuff. So we try to take advantage of that and try to keep our kids and more so than the coaching aspect of it, but spend time talking with the kids, what they're going through, this new normal. And for a lot of kids, being at home is new. For a lot of children, when they go to school, that's their safety. That's their food. That's their shelter. So just making sure we're keeping tabs on the kids as far as, are they okay? Yes, we want them working out. We do, but we know once we get back going, work's not going to be the problem. This is an unprecedented time. So, and more to the point is we want to make sure that our coaches are still establishing those relationships as opposed to, hey, let's worry about football. That's not the concern right now. Football is going to take care of itself when it comes back. We just want to make sure that we're keeping those relationships sound and making sure that we're there for the kids should they need anything.
Yeah, I think that's a big element that's overlooked a lot of the times. A coach is more than an athletic coach. He's a counselor, mentor, advisor. We're doing more than just teaching them to play sports. We're teaching them to be citizens, and that's a two-way street. We need to show them the love and that we care.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If your program is the sole target is football, you're missing the mark. You want to be better in every facet. You want to teach the boys to be better, good husbands, good fathers, good brothers, and be productive members of the community. It's bigger than football. And in times like this, you really see that from a lot of programs and a lot of coaches around the area. It really hits home on a time like this that it is bigger than football.
Okay, good. But let's talk a little football now.
Absolutely.
So this will be your third year at Crowley after coming over from South Hills.
Yes, sir.
So talk a little bit about the move over, what you saw culture-wise there at Crowley, what you changed, what you kept.
Yeah, the move. The two schools are separated by about 4 miles, maybe. So, the move in itself physically wasn't a bad move. It was great. We didn't have to move homes. We didn't have to relocate our family. We stayed in our same residence and we're able to commute still. So, and it's been great. Some of the things that the allure of Crowley was you have a great superintendent and the cabinet on down. The athletic director, our campus administration is impeccable. They do a great job. I think they're kids first. Let's establish those relationships and some of the same things that we did at South Hills with the relationships and the sport comes second to the relationships that you build. And winning is more of a byproduct of how you do things in the culture of your programs, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, academics, it doesn't matter. If you win, it's a byproduct of the way you do things. It's not because you have a great scheme or, yeah, there's offensive and defensive minds out there, but everybody knows ball. It's what you're doing behind the scenes with your academics and the culture that you create in the building that spurs on the winning and spurs on the success. I firmly believe that. But, Crowley was a successful program before we got there. Coach James did a great job, had a couple of 10-2 seasons, couple of district championships during their time there. And so it really was just a matter of let's apply some tweaks that fits our philosophy and keep it rolling. The kids have done a great job of buying into what we're doing and the weight room and the aspect of that. And some of the techniques that we've brought in, we still got a ways to go. We need to work on our discipline. We need to work on our work ethic some, but we've got great kids in place. And once that discipline aspect hits the next level, we're going to be tough to beat. But it was a great program walking into it. So it's the best of the best situations where you really don't have to rebuild. You just tweak some things there and rock and roll.
So let's be optimistic. We're going to get back into the weight rooms here in the coming weeks. We're going to hit the field for full practice in August, and we're going to play this fall. What can we look for from the Eagles this fall, and who are some of the players we'll be seeing in highlights and reading about the next day in the paper?
Well, first and foremost, talk about the UIL. They're great. They're kids first. They're going to make a decision that benefits the kids. In the AD meeting with the UIL, Dr. Elsa spoke yesterday, and I think they were going to reevaluate with another UIL meeting on the 16th of June. I think I saw a tweet earlier in the day where Louisiana is going to go ahead and let their people start June 8th. Wow, that's crazy. Good for them. But I think the safer the better. When the UIL says that we're ready to go, we support that 100%. Sure, we'd like to work tomorrow, but is it safe? And so once Dr. Elsa and her people and the UIL and the superintendents and athletic directors make the decision, we'll be ready for it and we'll rock and roll. But they do a great job, and I'm happy to be under that leadership of the UIL and our athletic directors. But moving forward, let's say, they've stated they want to start the sports on time, which is great. We start school August 13th. We'd love to obviously go to work before that. We'd love to be at work right now. That's not the case. But what you can look for from us is we're going to be young. We graduated an impeccable class of 40 seniors, and so those 40 seniors were 16-6 or 17-6, something like that over 2 years. They did a great job. And now we've got to turn the page and build the program again from our youth. Probably going to start between 10 and 12 sophomores. Not worried about it. They got to learn. It's OJT. It's on the job training. Hopefully, we'll get in there and we'll take some lumps because they're young. But I think we'll be better in the long run with the young kids going to bat and taking the snaps this year. There's some talented young kids though, so I'm pleased. So don't be surprised if we don't sneak up on an opponent or two.
And who do you expect to be a few of the stars for your team this fall?
Well, we've got Jacoby Robinson. It starts right there. He'll be a sophomore, 6'4", 190-pound quarterback, runs a 4.6, a low 4.6. His brother Sean Robinson will be the quarterback at Missouri this year, and so you're talking about got a good pedigree. His father Othell Robinson is my offensive coordinator. He does a great job in our multiple attack. I used to be a straight spread guy. We would go, 3-by-1, 2-by-2, 3-by-2, and that was it. I think I've converted now, and don't let a lot of folks hear me say that, but I believe in a tight end now. We have an H-back. We throw an H-back down in there, a tight end, and I think it enables us to kind of scratch what itches when defenses give you a certain look to trying to shake it up. Well, now we have an answer with the formation that gives us, we feel gives us an advantage. So I'm excited about that. Our running back, Dante Blake, was the sophomore newcomer of the year in our district, football 3-5A. Did a great job. low center of balance. He's, maybe 5'9", but he's about 190 pounds. And he, when you have a kid that's 190 pounds and in the low 4.5s, he's a tough guy to bring down. Catches the ball like a receiver. His protection is impeccable, and he's just a very disciplined back. We always used to tell the backs back in the old days when we were running spread was, get the three the play is designed to get you, hit your point of aim, and then be an athlete. And he's impeccable in hitting the point of aim, and then he's a great athlete that can get out on you, and it'll be tough to catch him. We've got three of our offensive linemen back. We're 6'5" Vontrez Jackson, 6'5", 320, and then the left tackle 6'5", he's about 290, Bryson Bentley, and they both have Division I offers. So we plan to fully ride behind that big offensive line, and hopefully ground out some wins and play keep away a little bit, hold on to the ball. I feel comfortable if we had to throw it a little bit. Jamal Robinson's one of our little slot receivers, does a great job for us. He's fast, can catch the ball, and can work a lot of coverages. Defensively, we're going to have to make some adjustments. Defensively, we got 2 linebackers back, and that's it. But we've got some kids that were on the freshman team last year that had a successful season. We'll be placing them in spots. Tristan Stokes is one of our returning seniors. He's a 6'2", 215-pound linebacker, has a couple of Division I offers. We like what he brings us. Masadi Urifi, he's our Sam linebacker, and he's a bigger as far as body weight guys, but he's a shorter guy. He's about 6 foot, about 230. So he's more of a run stopper. And then we've got some holes to fill. We got 2 guys back, and we have 9 to replace. Antoine Polk is a sophomore that'll probably be stepping into one of our safety spots and playing some quarterback and some receiver and some running back on the offensive side. McGinty, I just had a brain, Chris McGinty, there you go. He's 6'1" safety. He'll be a sophomore. Got a lot of young kids that are going to step in and get some burn. So we're excited about that. We are going to be young, so we are going to have to simplify some things. We are going to have to, put them in a position to where their youth doesn't hurt us too badly. So simplify it down. Let them play fast and react as opposed to thinking all the time. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited about having some youth. We've had a great group of seniors, and a lot of them are going in to play at the next level. I think 9 of them are going to have a career in college. And so it's a great, exciting time.
All right. Well, thanks for your time today, Coach, and we definitely hope we get to see some football on the field this fall.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I hope we can get out and about and get the barbershops open, because I got my Mike Gundy mullet going over here. So I need to get a photo op with old Mike Gundy, because it's growing. It's been about 3 months, so I had to put my visor on. But thanks for having me. Had a great time, and I appreciate it.